Alright, what's going on, y'all? I'm back here with another video. I'm just dropping all the parts and stuff for the bags off to the homie Matt's house, because me and him are gonna be installing it tomorrow. I know I said me and Chase were gonna do it, but you know, stuff came up, so Matt was available, and there's a train. I'm gonna go ahead and load everything up right now and get right to it. Alright, we got everything all loaded up in the daily. Alright, I'm gonna go to the parts store and grab, why do I keep doing this? Like, okay, Chase, please cut that out. But I'm gonna go to the parts store and grab a few things that you may need. Teflon tape, and this is the other thing. I don't know how to explain it. I'll explain it in the installation video. So, you know. Okay, so some of the things I picked up is the ADA circuit. It's a fuse thing. There's something that comes with the kit that like basically does the same thing, but this is just a lot easier. Me and Matt will show y'all how to do it. Thread sealer tape or Teflon tape, whatever you want to call it. 1.5 fuse. So I'm gonna go drop everything off at Matt's house right now. So yeah. Oh. All right, what's going on, y'all? I'm back here. Got my man Matt in the back. You know what I'm saying? Matt? He helping me right now. Dude, this is... Bro, no way! This man is really sneezing. I feel bad, low-key. Come on, bro. Alright, so right now, we're going to be setting up the tank, compressor, and management and everything before we, you know, get to all that. So, I'm going to be running the tank right here in the middle. And then I'm going to have the compressor on this side. And then the management right here. Matt say, you know what I'm saying, you got to get that Teflon tape. And we're going to screw it in right here. Alright, so after we hook up the compressor, now where I went ahead and plugged this side, because I'm not going to be using that, and plugged right up here. I don't know if you can see that. Let it focus. Plug right up here because I won't be using that either. And then you got to find the fitting for the drain for the tank. And you know, whenever you get the bags, you can just pull this and it release all the pressure out of the tank. I also set up the water trap, and that keeps water from going into your management. So now we're going to be setting up the management. Make sure y'all Teflon tape these, you know, just in case you don't want anything leaking or nothing like that, because it's gonna be a pain. Okay, so right now we're just running we're running the harness to the front, and we're gonna hook everything up. But we're not actually like tucking in and stuff right now. We're just making sure everything turns on. Let's pray everything turns on. You gotta pull through the firewall. See, okay. For y'all Prelude guys, honestly, you're not going to see under, like, in the car where to run it. So what we did, there's that rubber garment right there. You see that? You see that? Yeah, y'all see it? We pried it out with flathead and stuff, you know, and then we stuck, you know, the wired coat hangers. We stuck one of those in it, and then you'll see under there kind of where that bundle of wires go. So just, you know, stick your hand up in there and feel it, and then you should be able to feel that wired hanger. And once you do that, you know, just pull it out, tie the harness to it, and then just pull it through. That's how we got it through, because you absolutely cannot see under there unless you're small. I'm like, what, 6'2", so I can't fit. Alright, so this thing that we got right here is like a safety fuse thing, and it goes to your positive battery terminal. Just in case like any fuse or anything blows, this 30 amp in here will blow too. So we're about to connect that right now, and I'll show y'all that when we get it done. Alright, so we got everything connected now. It's obviously not ran all the way yet. We just want to make sure everything works. So connected that and turned it on. You already know that. Alright, that's enough. Alright, so we got all the old coilovers out right now. We're finna start installing the bags. I'm not gonna do an install part on putting in the actual struts, because I already made a video about coilover installation, so y'all can go back and watch that. But I will be showing y'all whenever we're actually putting the fittings on and stuff. So alright, what's going on, y'all? This is like probably a few days after the initial clip that y'all had just seen, the last few clips. Some stuff happened that night that I'd rather not talk about that resulted in me not being able to finish the video, or just I didn't want to finish the video that night. Since this stuff is pretty much in, all I gotta do is tuck the wires now, the inside of the car. So since everything is pretty much in and hooked up, I'm just gonna do a quick little rundown on everything that I left off. Sorry if I sound upset in this. I'm a little upset, not really, just a little bit. I'm finna show y'all pretty much a rundown of everything. I'm not showing y'all my trunk setup. You already seen how to set up the trunk stuff and all that. I'm just gonna show y'all Prelude guys where to run the wires and, well, the hoses and stuff. So when you go inside, I have this off and stuff, and the hose is still right here because I have not tucked it yet, so bear with me on that. I should have tucked it that night, but you know, it is whatever. So it comes through from the trunk and it comes all the way down here. I will be tucking it under the seats. There's a part in the back where you can take out the seats, or you can just pull them down and it'll travel through under the seats. And I'll try to tuck it under these plastic pieces and under this plastic trim and run it up through there. We actually drilled, I mean, I could see the hose. We drilled a hole through the firewall and then we stuck it up through there, which you do not have to do. You could really just run it from the passenger side where I showed y'all how to run the actual wiring for the management. You can really just do that and then make it travel across the front of the engine bay, and then there's a little slot I'll show y'all in a second that you can just put it through. And I did not show y'all this, but that thing that we had bought, you know, it goes to this, and then you just obviously cut it and connect it, which this should be connected by, you know, I forgot what it's called, the wire nuts or them things that you clamp down. You got it set to these two fuses. Okay, honestly I wish I could have done this the night of. It would have been a lot better, and you know, could have showed y'all everything. I mean, I showed y'all pretty much the wiring, like how you wire it up, from wiring up the management. I pretty much showed y'all how you wire up the tank to the compressor and then the water trap and then stuff like that. And I'll show y'all the management in a second. But see, on the passenger side, the hose, it comes up through the same place where the management came up through that I showed y'all, and you know, we just run it down and through here. Yeah, just run it down and through there, and then to the actual bags, and you know, the management comes right here, and it's right here. And this, I already showed y'all that, so I won't be showing y'all that again. And this is where the passenger side comes out, and it runs down through here and goes straight to the bags. Probably when I'm gonna be lowering, this probably won't come out for a while. Not a while. I did this Saturday, today's Wednesday. Oh, and my control arms are coming in. My rear camber arms are coming in on, anyways, my rear camber arms are coming in on Monday. So I'm gonna be installing those as a separate video. But whenever I install those, I'll be lowering the fronts, because when I air out in the front, it's not aired out right now, but when I air out in the front, it only comes down to like right here, and I'd like it to come down like a lot lower. Well, not a lot lower, like it barely airs out right now because like how we have it adjusted, so I want it to come down, you know, a lot more. So I'll probably, whenever I get the rear camber arms, I'll probably show y'all how to adjust that, and I will show y'all how you actually connect the hose from this hose into the actual bag. I'll show y'all that too. For y'all, it'll be like a few minutes or seconds or whatever, but it'll actually be a few days for me, because I'm not finna lower the front right now if I can't air out in the rear, because I can air out in the rear right now. But the problem is, let me show y'all. Problem is, it has been hitting my wheel and scratching it up a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's like tiny, bro, to be honest, but like I don't want it to keep scratching it. Yeah, I probably need to roll my fenders more, and you see it's starting to like have surface rust. It's been like that, Next thing that's coming is probably motor rebuild and then body work. But yeah, on this side, when I air out, it goes in and it tucks perfectly. But on that side, okay, because let me explain. This driver's side rear had -3 degrees of camber, and for some reason the other one had -1.5, and it was always uneven. So with the coilovers, I just lowered the right side a few more, like a 1/2 inch more, so it can look even, but the camber was still uneven, but you know, the height was still even. But with the bags, I would have to lower it like 10 more psi on this side for the ride height to be good. And then like when you air out, obviously it doesn't camber enough, or I just need to roll my fenders too. So I'm getting the camber arms, and I'm just gonna do -3 on both rear ends so that it'll fit flush and perfect. Cause I'll show y'all how the driver's side is. I'll get Chase to insert a clip of how it fits and then a picture. And then it tucks perfectly, like perfect. And then like you can stick like a card through the fender, but that's it. But on this side, there's nothing you can fit through it, and it hits, my wheel hits the fender, so messes that up. Yeah, so probably in a few days I'll get back. Well, it's gonna be a few seconds for y'all, but whenever I get the camber arms in, I'm going to show y'all how to actually adjust these bags, and then I'll show y'all how to actually hook up the bag to the hose. So yeah, I'll see y'all, for me, in a few days, and then I'll see y'all